If you're wondering where does that awesome little intro music come from, trust me, by the end of this video, as an FPS fan, you should be able to guess which game series the music is associated with. Or you could cheat and just read the video description. I'll still give you an A for effort, for a like and or a comment. I'm easy to bribe. Preferably, you do that now before you actually listen to the rest of this commentary. It just works out better that way. For me. What doesn't work for me is the silencer on the F2000, so I'm going to get rid of that and the camouflage shortly. But anyways guys, before I tell you if premium is worth buying, I'm going to talk about the first DLC that is new to players like me who pre-ordered Battlefield 3 and already own Back to Karkin. Of course, I'm talking about Close Quarters. Now, Close Quarters is, well, it's a lot of this. And a lot of this. And I must say that Russian engineer looked damn cool, like the Grim Reaper coming down, give me your tags, average. But getting back to the gameplay, CQ is also a lot of this. Lots of C4, RPG, grenade launcher attachment kills, which is to be expected with these being requirements to unlock some of the new guns. I've also had a lot of goofy moments like this. Being overly cautious, I'm trying to go down here, and instead of taking my tags, this guy's just gonna run past me to get shot. 2 seconds later, I get taken out by the first guy I killed. Now, I enjoy playing Close Quarters. I like the new maps, and this one, Donya Fortress, is my favorite. Squad Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch feel almost the same as on the previous released maps. Maybe a little more fast-paced, and you have the potential to die a little faster depending on how many people are playing on the server you're on. I really like Conquest Domination, and it honestly feels so weird capping a flag on the regular Conquest maps now, because it's so slow in comparison. I mean, just look how quickly we're gonna cap this C flag. Now, giving a somewhat crude comparison, Conquest Domination feels like TDM at 3 different flag points. It can get pretty action-packed while capping and trying to defend the flags, and I'm a TDM fan, so I enjoy playing these game modes. I'm not a big fan of Gunmaster, because one, I kinda wish Gunmaster had a gun rotation option, which I've seen a few YouTube commentators also hoping this becomes a future feature to keep things from getting stale with this game mode, and two, well, I kinda suck at it. My gamer tag is Average Adversary for a reason, you know. Actually, my first Close Quarters game, after waiting overnight for the DLC to download on my slow internet connection, was a Gunmaster match. When the first guy who killed me was using a P90 and I'm using a pistol, I figured I'd join the server a little too late, at which point I was thinking, it would be funny if I'm the guy who gets knifed in the end. I made it to the SPAS 12, walked into a room with 2 enemies in front of me who had just killed a teammate and didn't notice me, and they were reloading, so I killed one guy with a single shot, then the other guy 2 shots, hit detection, 0 health taken off, then BAM! I get knifed from a sneaky recon and the game is over. I just wish I was recording at that point to give you guys the visual presentation. Anyways, after that, I laughed, turned off my PC, and just went to work. Now, with Premium being out a little over 2 weeks, if you eat, sleep, and breathe Battlefield and had the $50 US or whatever it costs in the country you live in to spend, judging by the figures released by EA of the over 800,000 Battlefield 3 Premium members, you have already purchased this service, and congrats to you, you've saved some money because you were going to buy all the DLCs anyways. This video is not for you. This video is for the Battlefield 3 players who are struggling college students with a tight financial budget, babies, daddies, or mommies that need to buy milk or Pampers, have bills to pay, and they have limited cash to spend on games. This is also for the Battlefield 3 player that might have the money to spend but is still searching for that final persuasion to buy into the service. Well, as much as I like Close Quarters, I don't find Premium to be a worthy investment. Well, at least not right now. After 2 weeks, I'm already witnessing videos with people saying they are bored with close quarters and they're going back to playing the large maps. Now, I prefer infantry-focused close quarter battles over large vehicular-focused maps, so this latest DLC is catering to a player like me. The thing is, majority of my gaming buddies who I play Battlefield 3 with on a regular basis don't have premium yet, and they're probably not going to be interested in close quarters. These guys prefer Conquest, Conquest Large, Rush over TDM, except for my real-life buddy Chris Smith-Beasy, who loves TDM. Now, speaking of playing with friends, regardless if it's the vanilla maps or the DLC maps, if you're not playing with your PTFO buddies, or if you're unlucky like me, and you get constantly assigned to a crappy team, you will lose a lot. Well, unless you're a above average boss player. But enjoying Battlefield 3 is not about winning all the time. Actually, one of the best matches I've had recently was playing a rush game. It was on Tehran Highway with my buddy Trabanco 55. It was one of those crazy 200 ticket servers where we were defending and down to our last MCOM. We probably spent 15 to 20 minutes trying to keep that sucker up until finally we lost and the attackers, well, they won with just 6 tickets. It was a crazy fun game. And Trabanco didn't invest a single dime into that Battlefield 3 premium service to experience that. And I couldn't believe that I only got to revive 2 people at this point. So I'm gonna look around and be like, oh, there's a guy down. Let me see if I can also revive this guy. Big mistake, big mistake. But, hey, anyways. Maybe Trabanco will buy into the premium service or buy specific new DLCs at some point, but the old maps are still enjoyable to play, as well as using the old guns. Now, more double XP weekends and other minor perks still don't warrant that $50 US to spend. It's nice, but not a game changer. With any game you play, it can get extremely boring after constant playing. And while new maps and guns can rejuvenate your experience in Battlefield 3, if you strictly play the new content for hours on end, eventually that fresh sensation will fade away. Maybe after I have all the new DLCs, my opinion will change, but for now, I really wish I saved my $50. Which, by the way, I spent at Amazon instead of that crap that's Origin, because now EA advertises prices in euros, even though I live in Belize. So they're charging me $10 Belize more than Amazon, and that's not even including the tax Origin adds on top of that. So yeah, Steam summer sales are coming up. I advise you to spend your money on a new game or new games. Personally, I wish I spent my money on a new mouse, because I use the mouse wheel to change weapons, and mine is damaged. So I'm not sure if you guys notice, I sometimes struggle to change my gun to my pistol or the medic pack or whatever, right? And it's kind of inconvenient. Now, as this video is about to wrap up, there's one last thing I want to discuss about, well, besides this little trolling or joking this guy's doing. I mean, he's so high level, but this game sucks, I'm going back to God. I really think he's just joking. Yeah, it's about Gunmaster. Like I said, I don't really care for Gunmaster, but when I was playing this match, I wasn't recording, but when I got to this point, I alt-tabbed, started up Fraps, and I was like, man, I can actually do this. I can do this. I'm just looking around, hunting. I'm like, oh yes, give me your tag, son! Take him out, just to see you won. And to see my name on top. That felt satisfying. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. I'm out.